Imagine leading one of the most successful Formula One teams for to hold decades, only to be suddenly dismissed without warning. That's exactly what just happened to Christian Horner. Under his leadership, the team conquered the sport, 14 world championships, 120 race wins, a legacy that felt unshakable until now. And almost instantly, he was replaced by Laurent Mekies, the man who had been quietly running Red Bull's sister team, Racing Bulls. From Red Bull's very first race in F1, Horner was the man at the helm. Without much noise, without any grand announcement, Horner was removed from all operational duties. Just like that. Out. So ... what just happened? The shock isn't just in the decision, but in its speed. Insiders say even Horner himself didn't see it coming, not until after the British Grand Prix, when he was told the news and asked to deliver it personally to staff the very next morning. Power struggles, controversies, departing talent, rumors about Max Verstappen's future, and all of it, somehow, circling around Christian Horner. Suddenly, Horner's tight grip on the team, once praised for stability, started raising alarms. Too much control, too many allies in key positions. Too much Christian Horner. No build-up, no preparation. Just a quiet, stunning exit. Joe's even warned publicly Red Bull would fall apart if Horner stayed. And every problem since had only proven his point. The looming fear that Max Verstappen, Red Bull's crown jewel, might walk away. But make no mistake, this wasn't about one scandal or one bad weekend. This was years in the making. There's even talk of a clause in Max's contract, one that could let him leave if Red Bull's performance dips below a certain point. And with him barely clinging to third in the standings, that escape route is becoming real. He's no stranger to F1 politics, having worked at Ferrari before, and he's kept Racing Bulls steady under pressure. But stepping into Horner's shoes, that's a challenge few would envy. Over the past 3 years, Red Bull hasn't just been battling competitors on the track, it has been fighting internal storms off it. Even Horner's trusted inner circle, including the team's marketing chief and communications director, were let go. There had been tension, especially after Red Bull's co-founder, Dietrich Mateschitz, passed away in 2022. With his departure came a shift in power. Yes, Verstappen had dominated 2023, but in 2024 and 2025, Red Bull had started slipping. McLaren became the team to beat. The second Red Bull car was barely scraping points. And now, Red Bull must try to rebuild, all while facing a tough grid, skeptical fans, and a restless world champion who may, or may not, stay. Verstappen, for all his brilliance, looked increasingly isolated. Red Bull's leadership wasn't blind to this. One by one, top figures began exiting. Key engineers, strategists, the message. Red Bull wanted change, and they were starting from the top. Meanwhile, the results on track told a quieter but equally worrying story. Then there was the growing tension with Max's father, Jos Verstappen, and Red Bull advisor Helmut Marko, both critical of Horner's leadership. The final blow, whispers of a Mercedes switch had already circulated. But with Red Bull spiraling and Horner still in charge, those whispers grew louder. So Red Bull acted, swiftly, decisively, ruthlessly. Now a new era begins. Laurent Mekies, a quieter, more corporate figure, takes the reins. Because no matter what you think of Christian Horner, his exit marks the end of something big. He wasn't just a team principal. He was the face of Red Bull Racing, the architect of its rise. The question now isn't just, why was Horner fired? It's, can Red Bull survive without him? And if you liked the video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more. This was James, and you've been watching your channel, Valley of Knowledge. Stay curious, and see you in the next one.